Okay, y'all, I'm about to go super autistic mode here because I wanted to make sure that this was really the case. I wanted to see if the math was really mathing. So, to begin with, in case you didn't know, James Comey, former head of the FBI, deep state stooge. Sorry for the editorializing, but hey, it is what it is. He was walking down the beach and he said, "Oh, this is interesting. Look at this formation. Somebody made all of these shells into these four numbers. I'll just take a picture of that. That's interesting." And the four numbers are 8647. Um, Now afterwards, uh, people because they're because thankfully there are so many autistic people on the internet. uh, People actually took a look at that post and they said to themselves, "What does this mean? Why is James Comey posting this cryptic uh, set of numbers? What's this all about?" And then they said to themselves, "Well, 86 to 86 something either means to remove it, to take it off, to take it out, or to kill, something like that. You know, uh, to remove, to eliminate. That's in street language. You got a 86. We're going to 86 this. Uh, if there's somebody in the bar that you don't want, you're going to 86 him. Throw him out of there. Um, I've heard that it's a mob term, 80 miles out, 6 feet down, which, suggestive of, where you would hide a body. I don't know the exact derivation of the term, but I know that it means to take out, to eliminate. All right. And 47, obviously, the current president, President Donald John Trump, is the 47th president. So people started saying, "James Comey, are you saying that uh, the president should be taken out? There should be threats should be, or is this something that's threatening the safety of the president, who's already been, there have already been two assassination attempts on him. One of which very nearly the bullet just grazed past his head, grazed his ear, very nearly killed him in a really weird uh, setup where the Secret Service was acting like a bunch of retarded um, Keystone cops. Anyway, so people read that meaning into it, and as a result, he was called in and questioned. And I don't think we have anything about how he was questioned, or what they said to him. But he did remove the post soon afterwards. He deleted it and then said, "I'm not. I wasn't aware that this had any political meaning, and I don't believe in violence." And uh, so he deleted it, but it was too late. It was already there. The internet is forever. That's the way it is. So then, so already, it's a little hinky. Already, it's a little like, what is he doing? Is he summoning? Is he calling sleeper cells? Is he just putting the threat out in cryptic language that was supposed to be cryptic enough that people were not supposed to understand it, or were they supposed to understand it? You can go back and forth and round questioning that whole thing. But then somebody else started to look at 8647, at the number 8647, and they said, "You know what? Between September 11th, 2001, the notorious events that took place on that date. Between September 11th, 2001 and May 15th, 2025, when Comey posted this, there have been, yes, 8,647 days. 8,647 days have elapsed since 9/11. So, this is one of those times where I'm actually, where numerology is actually seeming to come through. I'm typically very impatient with numerology and geometria because it just seems like any number can mean an infinite number of things, and it just gets kind of boring to me. But in this case, that's a definite wow if it's true. So I decided to check and see for myself if it was true. So I just entered it into the terms into a date calculator first. Days between two dates. And this is something that's available online. And so I typed in the beginning date. How many days are between September 11th, 2001 beginning date and May 15th, 2025? I typed that in, and this was the result that it spat out. 23 years, 8 months, 4 days, 284 months, 4 days, or 1,235 weeks, 2 days, or, this is the crucial one, 8,647 calendar days. So according to this calculation, that is indeed true. That what Comey either did himself on the beach or claimed to have found somebody else making this configuration with these shells on the beach. It really was that number of days between the date that he recorded that post and the date of September 11th, 2001. But I wanted to just recheck the math, so I decided to do it on my own. All right, so I thought about it. This is a calculator here, and again, I'm getting a little autistic, but I don't usually do this. So I hope you'll indulge me here. So I thought to myself, what's a way that we can calculate this? Well, there have been 23 full years between September of 2001 and May of 2025. There have been 23 full years. So 23 times 365 equals 83.95. Now, there are 6 of those years that were leap years, which means there was one extra day in those years, that they weren't just 365 days, they were 366 days. That would be 2004, 1, 2008, 2, 2012, 3, 2016, 4, 2025, 2024, 6. Okay, so we add 6 here, and that comes to 8401. So the number of, so that accounts for all of the calendar years, the full calendar years between 2001 and 2025. So the final thing was to do was to ask, okay, I asked the computer what number day of the year is September 11th. It's number 250 number. It's the 254th day of the year. Now, 2001 was a normal year. It was not a leap year. So that means it had 365 days in it, which means 365 minus 254 is 111. Okay, so let's go back to our calculator. Again, we're just checking the math to see if the math is mathing. So 8401 plus 111 is 8512. And now we just have to find out. So now we just have to find out how many days have elapsed in this year, in 2025, so far. So what day number of the year is May 15th? It's the 135th day of this year. 2025 is not a leap year, just like 2001 is not a leap year. So you don't have to worry about having to count leap day. So, again, 135. And let's go back to our calculator. And we add plus 135 equals, and there it is, 8647, 8,647 days between September 11th and the day when former FBI Director James Comey decided to take a picture of these shells in the sand at the beach, which spelled out 8647, which means both apparently get rid of Trump, whether kill Trump or, I don't know, do something to take him out. I think 86 usually suggests something, pretty brusque, pretty, it's not, when you 86 something, it's not a pretty sight. So 8647, it means take out Trump, but also he's recording this post on the 8,647th day since September 11th, and that's been checked out 2 times. You saw how I checked it out here, and again when I just asked the date calculator to figure it out, it gave me the same result: 8,647 days. So that's pretty wild, guys. That's pretty wild and crazy. And do I know what it means? No. But I think it's pretty hard to just write this off as a coincidence. It's either just a crazy synchronicity, or this is something that people like this guy, that they keep track of these kinds of things, and they know what they're doing, and they have, a code that they willfully use, and there you go. So, an autistic post, but I think it makes the point. What do y'all think? What is this all about? What's going on here?